Due to the approximately $203 billion that was invested in the project, the United States Air Force will be making the public premiere of the most technologically advanced aircraft that has ever been manufactured this week. At the Northrop Grumman plant in Palmdale, California on Friday, December 2, a stealth bomber known as the B21 Raider will be presented to the public for the first time. With cutting-edge stealth technology, the bomber was designed to carry out missions including nuclear and long-range bombing while also utilizing stealth technology. At the moment, 6 bombers are being built at Palmdale at a cost of approximately $2 billion each. In 2023, it is projected that they will be able to fly. After Northrop was awarded the contract to design and produce the aircraft, the United States Air Force and the company first began working together on the bomber in the year 2015. In recognition of a group of courageous and valiant B-21 bomber crewmen who served during World War II, the cutting-edge aircraft was given the name Doolittle Raiders. In their description of the B-21, representatives from Northrop labeled it as pioneering and technological excellence. Del Young, vice president of the Northrop sector and general manager, asserts that the B-21 is the most technologically advanced and inventive military aircraft that has ever been developed. He proceeded by saying, "The Raider demonstrates the commitment and expertise of the thousands of people working day in and day out to deliver this aircraft. There has been almost no information disclosed concerning the bomber, and every detail regarding it has been carefully concealed from public view. At this point, the only things that have been made available to the public are artist depictions of the aircraft that were provided by the Air Force and a teaser trailer that was published by Northrop that showed the outline of the B-21 concealing itself beneath a covering. The public has not even been provided with any photographs of the plane. It has been stated by Defense One that the aircraft is equipped with stealth technology that has never been seen before to avoid being discovered by the adversary. Additionally, it may be able to fly with or without pilots." Tom Jones, the president of Northrop Grumman, stated that the aircraft is optimized for operations in highly contested environments. On Friday, the unveiling will only be open to those individuals who have been invited. As stated by Jones, the development endeavor involved the participation of almost 8,000 individuals hailing from 40 different states altogether. According to what he said, "I feel that this is the first glimpse of what in the future will be an incredible capability for our country. The United States Air Force considers the B-21 to be the most technologically advanced aircraft in the world because it is classified as a 6th-generation aircraft. Generations of aircraft are equivalent to the numerous stages of technological development in the aviation industry. During the 1990s and early 2000s, technology was the driving force behind the 5th generation of aircraft, which comprised the most advanced warplanes in the world up until the B-21. The Doolittle Raiders, a group of bomber pilots and crew members who served during World War II, serve as the inspiration for the name of the Raider. On April 18, 1942, just a few months after Japan had struck Pearl Harbor and brought the United States into the war in December, they were comprised of 80 members of the Air Force who offered their skills to launch an attack on Tokyo. To significantly boost the morale of the American people, Lieutenant Colonel James Doolittle was in charge of organizing and supervising the bombing attack. Even though the United States ship Hornet was not designed to transport such a huge number of aircraft, the pilots still were able to launch 16 B-25 bombers from its flight deck to carry out their campaign. According to Northrop's perspective, the raid catalyzed many subsequent innovations in U.S. air superiority from land or sea. The bold, inventive, and courageous spirit of the Doolittle Raiders is the inspiration behind the B-21 Raider, which is the next-generation bomber that the United States of America has developed. The Doolittle Raiders, a contingent of bomber pilots and crew members that served during World War II, serve as the inspiration for the naming of the B-21 Raider. The Doolittle Raiders, a contingent of bomber pilots and crew members that served during World War II, serve as the inspiration for the naming of the B-21 Raider. The Doolittle Raiders carried out their attack from the flight deck of the U.S. Hornet, which was not designed to accommodate such large aircraft. However, they were able to launch 16 B-25 bombers from the flight deck. The Doolittle Raiders carried out their attack from the flight deck of the U.S. Hornet, which was not designed to accommodate such large aircraft. However, they were able to launch 16 B-25 bombers from the flight deck. On April 18, 1942, only a few months after Japan struck Pearl Harbor and dragged the United States into the war the previous year, 80 members of the Air Force volunteered to launch an attack on Tokyo. This strike was intended to begin the war. According to remarks made by Lloyd J. Austin, the Secretary of Defense of the United States of America, the B-21 Raider is the first strategic bomber in more than 3 decades. It is evidence of the unwavering dominance of the United States of America in terms of invention and innovation. Furthermore, it exemplifies the department's unwavering commitment to the development of cutting-edge capabilities that will enhance the United States' ability to counter aggression in the present as well as in the future. As far as Warden is concerned, this nation is capable of achieving great things when we collaborate. We are ushering in a new era in national defense technology with the B-21, which was digitally designed, enabled, and maintained. During the broadcast, the Air Force and Northrop Grumman made a dramatic unveiling of the B-21 Raider. According to the program, the bomber emerged from its hangar with a blue glow behind it as the shroud was removed. Due to how the aircraft was illuminated throughout the event, the distinctive shape of the bomber, which resembled a flying saucer, was readily apparent from the vantage point from where the general public was permitted to observe it. According to the Associated Press, practically every component of the program is secret, which means that the precise capabilities and specifications of the B-21 are not widely known. Even though the specific wingspan of the aircraft is unclear, it looks to be smaller than the B-2 Spirit, which had a wingspan of 172 feet, 52 meters. This conclusion is based on the size of the B-21's landing gear, which was observed during the unveiling of the aircraft while it was being presented. At the unveiling ceremony, only the front of the aircraft was shown to the public. There were no back views of the aircraft that were shown to the public. The engine exhausts, which would give information about the vehicle's propulsion system and, as a result, its ability to fly, remain mostly unknown to us as a consequence of this. In addition, it gives the impression that you do not know whatsoever of the plan form or shape of the B-21. As pointed out by the military aviation blog The War Zone, the absence of seams on the aircraft that were displayed during the unveiling ceremony may be an indication that the production of the B-21 utilized advanced manufacturing methods and cutting-edge materials. These materials and methods allow sensors, communication antennas, and air data systems to be built directly into the airframe, which is the body of the aircraft, excluding its power and propulsion systems. This would result in a significant change to the low observability, stealth of the aircraft, which would make it considerably more challenging to detect it using radar and other sensors. The new stealthy jet has been the subject of data sheets that have been published by Northrop Grumman and the Air Force. However, these sheets only cover the broad strokes of the capabilities that the aircraft offers. There is a statement that the B-21 was designed with a next generation of stealth technology, advanced networking capabilities, and an open systems architecture, and is optimized for the high-end threat environment. This statement can be found in the fact sheet that was provided by the manufacturer. According to the information that is currently available, the B-21 is equipped to deliver both conventional and nuclear bombs, and it may be flown in either a crewed or uncrewed version, depending on the requirements of the mission. Because the aircraft was designed using an open systems architecture, it is easy to include new features as they become available. This is because the architecture was used in the design process. The reason for this is that the architecture makes it possible to easily expand. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.